Hello, my wonderful people. Hey, oh boy, this one, this shenanigans, so I be waiting. I go feel column. Where they between Mazen Namdekano and Simon Ekpa. You don't they take another different dimension, because hey, as I see this now, this one now don't turn to witch hunting. Okeke said yes, and Okafu will come back and said no to what Okeke said. Earlier today, I read or I have given the news concerning Simon Ekpa, where he said that it is untrue that Mazen Namdekano really mentioned that Mondays should be for economic development or whatever is being called in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Well, this one is another news coming earlier this morning from the DSS. Mazen Namdekano, he don't scatter table. In fact, Simon Ekpa need to hear this news. And other, even the DOS or BOOS, also need to hear this news. And also the followers of Autopilot, all this news now for everybody, including the Biafrans and IPOP in general. I beg you, make on and don't kill me. Say, some people say I they use my platform as a content creator. Some even they come out now, they begin to bash me, say, why go they call Simon Ekpa? I beg my brothers and sisters. This one, now my work now they do. Are they into media? I'm a Biafran. Is there anything wrong for you people to understand? I've said this in once and twice. I am not an activist, so do not expect me to be siding anybody. No, I cannot do that. Yes, Biafra, I'm a true Biafran. Because every Igbo man is a Biafran. Just we are Biafrans born by birth, automatically. So if there's a state of Biafra tomorrow, nobody will deny me that access of having my own Biafran passport or citizenship. So please, you people to understand this thing as early as possible, so that we don't begin to have misunderstandings on unnecessary issues. You understand me? I hope I get the point now. So Biafran sit at home is dead and buried. Mazen Namdekano, voices from DSS dungeon. Maybe this one now they will talk, say, hey, I mean talk this one, because any news why I give you now, they begin to bash me, say, why I go to give DOS news? Why I know they give Autopilot only? Why I go give Nigerian news? I don't understand. What do people want? Even if I kill myself today, you people will still complain. Why did I kill myself? Anything you do in this life, they must talk. You do good, they talk. You do bad, they talk. Because can't win and one of my brothers. Not me call the hardship way there for Nigeria now. One of them go come the event on anger for my platform. Just watch, put face and go. If you need to correct anything, just do it on a very civil manner, and I will understand and also reply to you back. Coming to my platform or coming to my comment section, some may call me fools, some even abuse my unborn generation. Wow. Now so we go take get the Biafran, I mean now so we go take stay together when that Biafra finally comes. Let us know how to manage our anger, even if we know that a typical Igbo man is very, very angry all the time, because iwe go na why. Iwe go na woni Igbo oge niile, so including me myself. So that is why sometimes when I saw all these things at my comment section, I will not pick offense, because everybody we have freedom of speech. They said we are practicing democracy. That is what they said, though. But I've never seen the true this dividend of democracy in our lives since I was born. When I was in schools in the 1970s, I keep hearing that you are the leaders of tomorrow. You are the leaders of tomorrow. I beg that tomorrow. What stop that tomorrow from coming? I am in my early 40s now. That tomorrow still never come. And our great grandfather now they rule us. Whether they don't want it tomorrow to come again. I better make one tell me at the comment section. Because Mazen Namdekano say this one is dead on arrival. And this one I will carry another matter. Come for now. Where we say this are our Hanez and Believe. I don't know what they really want. Whether they want to support Biafra or they want to support Nigeria. Now they have carried their attention again. Go for Niger Republic. Letting the Niger Republic that they should invite Russia, Russia should invite it. I don't even understand. But let me see the headlines and I will tell them what they really say. ECOWAS versus Niger. Coup has Russia backing Ohaneze, cautions against war. Okay, you are speaking in favor of Nigerians. I've been in favor of anyway, we'll go get to know, because on a headline sometimes it's a very different from the content of the news. But let me see what it says when I come back to give the illustration of what I see in the news. Our jumpo politicians, it don't happen again. PDP chieftain, pious and impious, He don't carry waka go meet Ganduje, the newly elected chairman of the All Poverty Congress, APC. Abi PDAPC. Nobody remember this one again. It have gone and gone. After all, our youth, we're supposed to carry all these things now. At least they put them in line. They remind all these our old politicians in the office. Now look at where they have gone wrong and look at where they have gone right. Everybody now is on colors. The remaining ladies now, all of them are on hook up. And the rest one, they don't join, what do they call it? Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother Africa. Yeah, maybe. And these old fools, they have seen that our youths are very, very easy to distract. And they find one thing or the other, carry the attention, come out, and they keep on thieving, siphoning the commonwealth of the people. Anyway, what do I know? According to my brother. Subsidy. Make when I hear about this syrup, I be when they record themselves. They don't carry waka. Go to Alhaji Tunumbu, Abi Muhammadia, where in name be Tunumbu, over failure to publish spending details of over 400 billion naira savings. Abeg you, where they save this money? Now from that same fuel subsidy, I've been from another area. Well, I cannot tell, but when I come back, we are going to really emphasize and know exactly how it take happen. Okay, Fulani matter, he don't come my table today. The Fulanis don't come, they can't go where? Say they will end all killings during this President Tunumbu's administration. Fulani headers. Hey, Fulani Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, where be Makuben. Now they carry this work out. Say everywhere where they keep person, they go call Fulani. Even if no be Fulani do them, they go send a Fulani headers. Okay, they don't talk now. Say they go end all the whole killings where they happen for this administration. That means after this administration, they go continue with the killings. Abi. On our way down, killers of iniquity. And you people have forgotten that nobody have the monopoly of violence. Not that I'm inciting anybody into violence. So please do not misquote me or misunderstand what I'm saying. Don't use military military might to subdue coup plotters in Niger, according to Bishop Ugoji. He tells Alhaji Tunumbu. Well, we have another one here. What President Tunumbu must do to restore democracy to Niger Republic. This one is coming from this our native doctor, but in Hausa language. He say in name na Guru Maharaji. Okay, my wonderful people. If I say now this now the few headlines that I will have this very morning. So let us reverse back and go straight to the reason why we are here. As you are watching, as you are listening, as you are enjoying the cruise, do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and you know what? You know what? The Oga Pata of them all. Make sure you share this news. Let it go to every nooks and crannies of Nigeria, of Niger, of Africa, and of the world at large, including European and Americans. Ngwa, let us go. Let us go now, Abeg. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has said the Monday sit at home is dead and buried. Kanu made a remark while urging people of the southeast to welcome the cancelling of the sit-at-home order. Speaking through the lead counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Kanu charged residents of the southeast to reject those using his name to do people or to perpetrate all this heinous act. IPOB had initiated a sit-at-home order to push for Kanu's release earlier or middle of 2021 when he was freshly captured. But the initiative was hijacked by criminal elements using the measure to cause havoc, according to him. In a bid to find a lasting solution to the sit-at-home havoc, Kanu has cancelled the initiative and replaced it with Economic Empowerment Day, which is EED, all in the southeastern part of the country, only if the people will agree to embrace this new development. A statement by Ejiofor reads, the oracle, #Nnamdi Kanu has spoken himself. Even if it is hitherto voluntarily observed, our people are advised to critically assess the unquantifiable damages arising therefrom and wisely welcome this unequivocal pronouncement by #Nnamdi Kanu totally cancelling any form of sit-at-home and reject the dangerous tendencies of criminal elements using the reverend name of Nnamdi Kanu to dupe the gullible and the vulnerable. Before it was worshipped packed at the banks of the River Benue and River Niger. Then it was Biafra coming in 150 days. Now it is donors for a phantom 2 weeks sit-at-home palliative. Before you donate, ask yourself where and places any imaginary sit-at-home was observed. Let our people put on their thinking caps and resist any serial fraudsters whose sole aim is to exploit their undying love for Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This wahala, this one, now they call Wahala Pro Max. Anyway, we are going to see how all these things play out. I've said it and I still repeat myself. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never die in detention. He must surely be out to clarify who is fighting for Biafra and who have the interests of Biafrans at heart. Whether him or autopilot or manual pilot or Biafran Nations League or Masop. I don't even know which one to follow again. My brother, everybody is confused, including me myself. But whichever way it is, we hope for the best. And that is what we keep praying. ECOWAS versus Niger. Coup has Russia backing, according to Aneze Ndiberibe. And they caution our able president, where in name be Alhaji Tunumbu, against waging war to that very particular area. The Aneze Ndefulefu Social Cultural Organization has urged Bola Ahmed Tinubu to halt all military operations in Niger Republic. Aneze warned that military operations in Niger Republic would have devastating consequences on Nigeria because the neighboring country has the backing of Russia and its militia called Wagner. A statement by a factional secretary general of the group, Okechukwu Guzoro, called for a peaceful resolution to the political crisis in Niger Republic. He stressed that the need for diplomacy and stability in ensuring the overall progress and prosperity of the West African region. The statement reads partly, President Tinubu's military operation in Niger Republic could potentially escalate tensions with the ECOWAS member countries and heighten regional security concerns. It is very, very important to note that Russia's alleged involvement and their support to Niger, Mali, Guinea, and Burkina Faso troops to counter President Tinubu-led ECOWAS troops will spell doom for member countries, Nigeria in particular, because they are the header of the affairs of ECOWAS. And SND believe that the government of the US and the UK are encouraging President Tinubu to combat the military junta in the Niger Republic because they have the interest of, as if they have the interest of these people at heart, or they have the interest of the ECOWAS at heart, or they respect democracy, but rather they are much concerned on what they will gain. Look at the likes of Iran, look at Syria, look at Afghanistan, and look at Iraq, including our own Libya, that the US and UK have visited. They call them NATO. What a stupid NATO. Look at the condition of that place. Till today, no account have whatsoever given to the Libyans what happens to all the gold that Gaddafi stored when they invaded his house and killed him. Nobody, not even the US nor the NATO, have ever given account of it. What they want to do now is to cause war between Africans and their own fellow Africans, and they will invade and never leave the place the same. The oil and the uranium in Niger is the target of these people, because this country, this so-called France, have making this country dry since they colonized them, even since their independence. But they cannot, nothing these people or Niger can ever count for other than continuous hardship growing from 1 year to 2 years. Imagine this president have been there for over 12 years without nothing to show for. The country keep dying, insecurity everywhere, and hunger in the land. And you tell me that they should not revolt. Now the UK and the US and including Germany are pushing. They are pushing Tinubu just wait until now until he tries it, then he will have himself to blame. Anyway, let us continue. Our prayer is that let there be no war. Let them resolve whatever it is to peaceful means. Or if wars come to wars, allow them to do what? To allow their destiny to lie on their hands. When we are fighting our own junta, no any country intervened. No any African country come to help us. Not even the ECOWAS or African Union or Commonwealth. We did it since 1999 until death. So I think the Nigerians can decide who to rule them, whether the military juntas or they decide to go back to their normal democracy as it's been there for so long. That is my own concern, and that is my own contribution to that very issue. It raises concerns about the potential fallouts from these operations, including increased instability, potentially retaliation from the Niger, Mali, Guinea, and Burkina Faso alliance backed by the world superpowers, and the potential diversion of resources away from pressing domestic issues in Nigeria. I don't see the reason why the so-called president will be jumping up, warming up, even asking for Senate approval for him to invade the Niger Republic, whereby the problem that is facing your own people since the inception of this very administration on the 29th of May, you announced to the end of fuel subsidy in Nigeria. Poor people, we have had countless increment in every commodity in Nigeria, including fuel pump price increasing to 1,000% or even 1,500%. Fuel increment in 2 months, 2 times in 2 months, from 187 naira to 530, now to 650, almost 700 naira per liter. And you have not even cushioned the effect of fuel subsidy removal. You want to use the small money that is left in the purse of Nigeria to go and fight war. I don't know who is advising you. If you don't have a good advisor, my dear, please change good advisor. Or if the medicine they are giving you is not effective, change doctor. I think as easy as ABCD. PDP chieftain, pious and impious. You don't carry waka, go meet Ganduje, the newly APC chairman, Abi President General. The national chairman of the All Poverty Congress, APC, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, on Sunday hosted an impious Anim, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party PDP, at his residence in Abuja. Anim, a former secretary to the government of the Federation, had discussed with Ganduje, but the outcome of the meeting is unknown, according to a Daily Trust report or reporter. Record that Anim also had met with Bola Tinubu at Asarok early July, a sign many interpreted as a plot to cross over to the ruling All Poverty Congress Party. The former Senate president told the reporters after meeting with Tinubu that it was a great honor to pay courtesy to the president and congratulate him first and foremost for his successful inauguration as the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or Fulani government, or Fulani Republic of Nigeria, and also to encourage and congratulate him for the bold decisions he has taken so far. The bold decisions he has taken so far that put the occupants of this land in a very, 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 very regrettable manner of voting for him. Even all the whole people that supported him during the electionary period and during the campaigning and electionary period, all have been in total mess, crying and asking him if this was part of his plan when they voted for him. Sirap sues Tinubu over failure to publish spending details of 400 billion naira savings from either fuel subsidy or what, I cannot tell. But let us see what it really means. The Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SIRAP, has filed a lawsuit against Bola Tinubu at the Federal High Court, Abuja, over the failure to publish spending details of money saved from the fuel subsidy as premium motor spirit, PMS, popularly called petrol. SIRAP said the litigation followed reports that the federal government has saved 400 billion naira within the 4 weeks of the implementation of the removal of subsidy on petrol policy. A statement issued on Sunday in Lagos by SIRAP Deputy Director Kola Wole Oluwa Dare and made available to the Daily Post said the organization is seeking an order of the court to direct and compel Tinubu to publish details of spending of about 400 billion naira saved as a result of the removal of fuel subsidy on petrol from May 29, 2023. SIRAP is arguing that the government has a legal obligation to ensure that the savings from the removal of a source of subsidy are spent for the benefits of poor Nigerians who, it said, are bearing the brunt of the removal of the said subsidy. In the suit number FHC/L CS/1514/2023 filed last week at the Federal High Court in Lagos. Serap is seeking an order of mandamus to direct and compel the so-called President Tinubu to provide details of the plans on how the savings from the removal of fuel subsidy on petrol, including specific projects on which the funds will be spent. An order of mandamus to compel the so-called president to provide details of the mechanisms that have been put in place to ensure that the savings from the removal of fuel subsidy on petrol are not diverted into private pockets. They have done that already. Since he removed the fuel subsidy on May 29, whereby the month of June have already been paid by the previous government. What do you think that will happen? They want to use that one out at least as part of the money they spend in during the electionary period, and the one they use to bribe people to rig the election for them. So they have to what did I call it? They have to pocket it back according to how they run their own affairs in this so-called Nigeria. In the suit, Serap explained that Nigerians have the right to know how the savings are spent. Disclosing the spending details of the savings would reduce the risk of corruption in the spending of the funds. The Tinubu government has a legal obligation to ensure that the savings from the removal of fuel subsidy on petrol are spent solely for the benefit of the 137 million poor Nigerians who are bearing the brunt of the removal of the so-called subsidy. The suit, which was filed by Kolawale Oluwadare, Miss Adelanke Aremo, and Mrs. Valentine Adeboke, on behalf of Serap, is arguing that the opacity in the spending of the savings from subsidy removal will have negative impacts on the fundamental interests of the citizens and the public interest. All this thing you are dragging now. Look at the names of the people who is suing Tinubu. All is Yoruba, all is Southwest. You people are just indirectly looking for your own pocket money. Once you are being called by the side now, pocket you. This news now, this will be the last we ever hear about it. I know about all these things now. And I don't know how I go take up about saying I'm gonna come give on our own share. Now and I don't bring it to the public. When you people are being settled now, that settlement will never come to public. That is politics for you. He said the action was brought to the court under the Freedom of Information Act, Section 39 of the Nigerian Constitution, Article 9 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, and Article 19 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. The Tinubu government has a legal obligation to protect individuals against the threat posed to human rights by the removal of a subsidy on petrol and to effectively address the aftermath of a subsidy removal, the group added. We will end all killings during President Tinubu's administration, according to Fulani headers. So after Tinubu administration, on go control the killings, Abi. Okay, Ado, killers of iniquities. Disturbed by the continued mention of Fulani headers in killings across the country, a socio-cultural organization, the Fube United for Peace, that is a FUP, has vowed to deploy traditional means to fight criminals masquerading as Fulani. In a communique issued after a national leadership consultative meeting convened by FUP with the support of Arewa New Agenda, held on Sunday in Abuja, leaders of the group from across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory said this was part of the determination to make a significant contributions to national development. The group, according to the communique signed by its national president, Ado Aliu Liman Boboy, agreed to develop strategies to bring all Fube together by using a traditional approach that is deeply rooted in the Fube tradition and culture, Humbudu, to bring an end to any form of criminality in the name of Fube. Other agreements contained in the communique are developing a strategic network with relevant authorities for the Fube youth nationwide, seeking a local workable solution from within, and reaching out to other interest groups to promote national forgiveness, reconciliation, and healing of the wounds that have been inflicted on our great country, Nigeria. While pointing out that FUBE in a position as an ethnic and social cultural association to make the most effective contributions to national development. The communique asked the government to consult with adult leadership on issues or policy that concern the group. It further pointed out that the FUBE consciously and strategically mobilized nationwide and supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2023 presidential election. To this end, it declared its support for all the concerted efforts to bring peace and security to the country by the incumbent governor led by Ahmed Bola Tinubu and other stakeholders across the country. Don't use military might to subdue coup plotters in Niger, Bishop Ugoji tells Oga Tinubu. Most Reverend Lucius Iwejuru Ugoji, President of the Catholic Bishops Conference of Nigeria, has encouraged Bola Ahmed Tinubu to discourage heads of states from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, from using military strength to subdue coup plotters in Niger Republic. Archbishop Ugoji made a call during a pastoral visit to the Mary Mother of God Catholic Parish in Upe, Ngokpala local government area of Imo State on Sunday. The CBCN president said about a week ago, ECOWAS head of state met in Abuja to discuss the recent coup d'etat in Niger Republic. They offered the coup plotters 1 good week to restore democratic government in Niger or risk military action at the end of their summit. We are pleading with Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government to persuade ECOWAS heads of state to avoid going to war against the coup plotters. We implore them to avert the impending slaughter that will follow the military invasion. We squandered a lot of human blood in Africa. We have also squandered priceless human lives in Nigeria, and we cannot continue to do so for whatever cause. For the time being, we don't know who is funding the coup plotters. We also don't know who is driving the ECOWAS heads of state decisions. This could be a different narrative for another day. The media is awash with the news of some countries that have already declared their full support of the country and the military strongmen. Russia may also be there without our knowledge, according to the news. While we say no to coup d'etat, we also say no to war. For whatever reason, we say no manipulations of election results because it is also another shade of coup d'etat, according to what happened in Nigeria on the 25th February, which took place on the 1st of March 2023. That one is a very complete democratic coup d'etat, according to the news. Tinubu Ahmed Bola should please not launch any military expedition in Niger. Let us not forget that during the ECOMOG expedition, Nigeria not only played a major role, but also bore the brunt of the losers in human and material resources. ECOWAS heads of state should please think of what should be the fate of the organization if they begin military intervention in Niger Republic. We have been saying that palliative measures do not cure economic hardship. In the same vein, wars do not resolve misunderstandings. It is better to dialogue instead of going into a full-scale war, which nobody can precisely tell when it will end. And the question is, where is Nigeria's escape route? Nobody dare to ask these questions and nobody dare to answer it. Anyway, let us continue watching with our eyes open. Continuing, the Archbishop Ugoji demanded the federal government that if Niger is attacked, Nigerians will scamper into if Niger is attacked, Nigerians will scamper into Nigeria for safety because we have 6 complete states that have common borders with this so-called Niger. This is not what we should pray for, especially as we are currently battling with our sagging economic climate. Ugoji warned that such can never be in the agenda of the so-called ECOWAS, or whatever it is being. What President Tinubu must do to restore democracy to Niger Republic, according to Guru Maharaji. The founder of One Love Family, Satguru Maharaji, has urged Tinubu Bola Ahmed not to deploy troops into Niger Republic to restore ousted President Mohamed Bazoum. Recall that the Niger Republic military had detained Bazoum and take over power in the West African country. Following the bloodless coup, this is a very bloodless coup, the economic communities of West African states had issued a 7-day ultimatum to Niger to risk more sanctions or possible military intervention. Tinubu, who is the chairman of ECOWAS, had on Friday written to the Nigerian Senate to seek support for military build-up and development of personnel for military intervention to enforce compliance of the military junta in Niger should they remain resilient or recalcitrant. The Senate, however, turned down the request on Saturday, urging ECOWAS to explore diplomacy instead of going to full-scale war. In a statement in Ibadan on Sunday, Maharaji warned that it was wrong to attempt to restore democracy in a Sahel country by the use of force, such as deploying troops. It is the right of the people of Niger to fight for the restoration of democracy in their country if they so wish. As simple as that. And any attempt by anybody anywhere other than in Niger will be tantamount to employing undemocratic means to achieve a democratic end, Maharaji said. He said One Love Family is particularly worried by ECOWAS ultimatum given to the coup plotters to restore power to the person they overthrew within 1 week, which was vehemently rejected by them, or face the wrath of the Union, which presumably includes employing violent means against a sovereign member, which nobody dares to try it with Nigeria. So why do you want to try it with another country? Is that not madness? Completely madness. Notwithstanding the interference of the preference which many people have for democracy and its principles, the choice for the road to good governance is strictly that the citizens of each country, leaders of Niger, went counter to democratic protocols and it encroached on the sovereignty of the so-called Niger Republic. So my good people of Biafra and the world at large, and also my Nigerian people and Niger, now here we go take back our kaya and I go with the go. So Abeg, if you get this message, share it to everybody. It must get to the Nigerian armies and also to the Nigerian armies as well. So my wonderful people, have a nice day, have a nice week, and also have a nice Monday as you all embrace this call for peace in all the West Sahel of the country. Until I come your way again, I still remain Okute Daily Talk from you, or from me to you, bringing to you this news of this day. Have a nice day. May the good Lord bless us all, the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. You will hear my voice again, because you know me already, that I will keep on talking, I will keep on saying, I will keep on lamenting, and I will keep on crying until my voice is being heard. At the place it's supposed to be heard. When I get it, if you don't get it, then forget it. So please, like this message, share it. That is the Gagbatapata of them all. Comment on it. Let me know what you think. And also, do subscribe. Do not wait until I tell you to do so. Subscribe. It is very, very important and very, very necessary. That is the only encouragement you can give to me by bringing to you this very news of this day. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesiano.